Here's something interesting for all you IPL fans. The CricBuzz editorial team has compiled a list of the 20 most valuable players in the IPL all the way from season 1 to season 9. You won't agree with all of them, I'm sure, but the great thing about things like these is if you don't agree, so what? Make your own. This is based on numbers, on editorial input, so just enjoy the CricBuzz selection. If you don't like it, as I said, make your own. So who are the top 20 players in the history of the IPL so far, the most valuable players? Let's start with number 20. One club player, Kieron Pollard of the Mumbai Indians. Dwayne Bravo recommended him to the Mumbai Indians. He's blown hot, blown cold over the years, but when he gets it right, he's unstoppable, and he's been a big part of Mumbai Indians being one of the top clubs in IPL history. Was picked up in the Champions League when he came to play for Trinidad and Tobago. Quite a few players came in through that route, and Kieron Pollard is still with Mumbai Indians going into IPL 10. So he's number 20. Who's number 19? Someone you thought would be maybe a little higher initially? Virender Sehwag. But not Virender Sehwag of Kings 11, largely Virender Sehwag of Delhi Daredevils. When they had a fantastic run in the first two editions, Sehwag was in prime form. He was playing wonderfully for them and was captain of Delhi Daredevils as well, if you remember. So not great numbers if you see over his entire career, but for what he did early on, that tilts the scale. Sehwag slips in at number 19 in the most valuable players in the IPL. Who's number 18? Once again, not for what he did for Kings 11, but for what he did with the Deccan Chargers, including that one fantastic innings in IPL 2 when he turned it round, knocked Delhi Daredevils out, and eventually took Deccan Chargers to winning IPL 2. We are talking about Adam Gilchrist at number 18. Remember, in the first edition, the Deccan Chargers with a star-studded side finished last. The turnaround began with Gilchrist as captain, took them to victory in IPL 2. So Adam Gilchrist is number 18 in our Hall of Fame. Number 17. Number 17 is a player who was part of the 2007 World T20, had made it big in Indian cricket just around them, had a good first season with the Mumbai Indians, went to play for the RCB and really discovered himself as part of the best opening partnership in the IPL along with Gautam Gambhir for the Kolkata Knight Riders. By keeping wickets, he became even more valuable. We're talking about Robin Uthappa. Played so well for the Kolkata Knight Riders. I love watching him bat. Hopefully he's still got a couple of really big seasons ahead of him. But Robin Uthappa slots in at number 17 in our list of most valuable players in the IPL. Number 16. Again, a one-club player. Very few. From IPL 1 all the way through to IPL 9 and now into IPL 10. Captained the Mumbai Indians for a while. A slightly unsavory episode early on, but his bowling actually got better as he went along. Had a couple of really good seasons. Produced some match-winning performances with the bat for them. We are talking of Harbhajan Singh. It was such a character, not just for the Mumbai Indians, but for the IPL. Now, far more relaxed. He comes through as a lot more fun. Harbhajan Singh finishes this first round of most valuable player list, and he slots in at number 16. Back with the IPL's most valuable player list. CricBuzz's editorial staff have looked at all the numbers, there's been an editorial input, and we've compiled a list of the top 20 players. We've already done 20 to 16. Now let the countdown begin. 15 to 11. Right, who's number 15? Michael Hussey. You saw him in a later incarnation of the Mumbai Indians, but Hussey's best years, including a 700-plus season, came with the Chennai Super Kings. Had a slightly slower start. Matthew Hayden was doing really well for the Chennai Super Kings then, and then was a big part of the glory years of the Chennai Super Kings. Michael Hussey was a wonderful player for the IPL. He comes in at number 15. Who's number 14? Player we don't talk about very much, but you look at the numbers, he's the second highest wicket taker in the IPL. Leg spinners always do well, had a very good start with the Delhi Daredevils, had a wonderful season with the Sunrisers, has now gone back to the Delhi Daredevils. The almost man of Indian cricket. We are talking about Amit Mishra. I think his greatest contribution was in showing the role that leg spinners have to play. And I thought in the one season that the Sunrisers did very well, him and Karan Sharma did very well bowling together. So Amit Mishra comes in at number 14. I don't know how many of you would have had him in that list there. Then we come to number 13. Someone who made a huge impact in the first IPL as a player of the series, was wonderful for the Rajasthan Royals and now is really enjoying himself with RCB. Someone who bats in the top 6, gives you 4 overs almost every game, and that is worth his weight in gold. We are talking about Shane Watson. He's made a lot of money in the IPL, but inevitably he's delivered for his sides. And Shane Watson will go down as among the better overseas players to come to India and play the IPL. He's number 13. Number 12, going back, there's a lot of CSK representation here. They were a fantastic side. We're talking about Ravichandran Ashwin. His breakout year came in 2010. I remember at one of the events, I was finished doing the post-match show. We're talking, Ashwin has done really well again, and Dhoni just let it slip that this boy is going to challenge Harbhajan Singh very soon. I don't know if Dhoni had a role to play in that because he was very impressed with Ashwin, but Ashwin's ascent to the Indian team began with that breakout year in 2010 for the Chennai Super Kings, and again part of that dual winning 2010-2011 winning IPL side. So Ravichandran Ashwin at number 12. Number 11. Now associated with the Kolkata Knight Riders, but really good for the Delhi Daredevils when Sehwag and him set up that really good opening partnership. Maybe IPL 3 wasn't great, but when the Kolkata Knight Riders were completely revamping that side, they went up to Gautam Gambhir and said, would you want to be captain of KKR? And then they bought him for 2.4, I think it was $2.4 million or thereabouts, one of the most expensive players in the IPL. But did Gautam Gambhir repay the trust for Kolkata Knight Riders? He took them to 2 titles, and that will always remain his contribution to the IPL. Gautam Gambhir slots in at number 11. So there you are, we've got 20 to 11. Just hang in as our countdown continues. So here we are with our IPL countdown, the most valuable players from IPL 1 to IPL 9. We came down to number 11 and now we're in the top echelon, aren't we? Who have been the top 10 players in the history of the IPL. And this is when the tempers start to fray, the emotions start to go. How come this man is not there? How come my player is not there? Because you all love your players, don't you? So let's start with number 10. Already the eyebrows will go up. 1, 2, all of them. Number 10 is Virat Kohli. He's not in the top 5. Number 10, why? He had a fantastic season in 2016. 400s, 973 runs, breakout season in many ways, redefined stats. Almost won RCB the title, but that is 2016. If you look back over the years, he's not taken RCB to a title. That was the editorial view. And he's not really had that kind of breakout season as he had in 2016. So, big controversy there may be coming up. It's an editorial call, it's a numbers call, but Virat Kohli is number 10 because we're looking at over the entire period of the IPL. How's that for a start? Let's go on to number 9. Now, if you followed your IPL very closely over the years, you'll have no problem with this man at number 9. Was fantastic for the Rajasthan Royals. He won an IPL with them. Then moved over to the Kolkata Knight Riders, won 2 IPLs with them. Yusuf Pathan is number 2 in the list of maximum man of the match awards. He is one of IPL's genuine impact players. You look at Yusuf Pathan and say, what has he done? And then you look at key matches, suddenly Pathan has turned the game around. He might just be drifting through a season, he'll produce 3 match-winning performances, and there, boom, Yusuf Pathan has played his part. So Yusuf Pathan is number 9 for being a genuine impact player in the IPL. Who's number 8? David Warner. If he had a pretty good start actually with the Delhi Daredevils, didn't quite set everything on fire, but you looked at David Warner and you said, wow, and then he came to the Sunrisers and what a season he had in 2016. Well, he's above Virat Kohli for the very same reason that Virat Kohli is down at 10. He took his side to win the IPL. 848 runs in a side that didn't have a lot of batting, carried them through, And now you think of the Sunrisers, you think of Mustafizur, I know, but you think of David Warner. So David Warner's been a big hit at the IPL. Warner slots in at number 8. Now number 7. For a lot of you fans in Chennai, which is the team that defines the IPL? CSK. Who is the big whistle-podu hero of Chennai Super Kings? MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni is number 7. Now, why is MS Dhoni number 7? The numbers are telling a story as well. He won 2 IPLs with Rising Pune not quite, maybe coming to the tail end, but always had a very good side under him. But this, like Virat Kohli, is something we'd love you to debate as well, because this is an interactive medium. Ask yourself, should Dhoni have been number 7? If you don't like it, tell the Cricket Buzz editorial team what you think about them. But the numbers and the editorial call seem to justify that MS Dhoni fits in at number 7 in the IPL. But what the hell, have your point of view as well. Now number 6, genuine impact player. Came into the Kolkata Knight Riders side in 2011 straight out of Trinidad and Tobago. And I remember we'd sit and watch KKR matches and say, you know what, KKR bat 20 overs, but the opposition only gets to bat 16 overs because Sunil Narayan's 4 overs is nothing you can do about it. You could well turn around and say that there was a big question mark over his action. He was allowed to bowl. He did that with the action that he had. And Sunil Narayan for Kolkata Knight Riders has been one of the stars of the IPL. They're staying with him. His impact is a little diminished, so I wonder if he plays another 3 seasons whether he'll be able to hold on to this high position. But as things stand, over 9 editions of the IPL, Sunil Narayan is a huge impact player, and he slots in at number 6. So there you are. This was quite an assessment, wasn't it? We had Dhoni, we had Warner, we had Kohli, we had Sunil Narayan, we had Yusuf Pathan, and there you had 10-6 in this countdown. Top 5 players, the most valuable players in the history of the IPL. And guess what? If you watched the last episode, you'd have realized that there is no Kohli left, there is no MS Dhoni left, there is no Ashwin left. In fact, he was 12. So who are the top 5 players as per the Cricket Buzz editorial call and a number crunching method?
A batsman who can tear the bowling apart without playing an ugly shot, and a bowler who's gold at the death occupy the number 5 slot.
He was excellent for the Deccan Chargers, but once Rohit Sharma came to the Mumbai Indians and became captain of the Mumbai Indians, he really found himself. Title in 2013, title in 2015. There was a hat-trick somewhere along the line for Deccan Chargers, but he has been the batting mainstay for the Mumbai Indians. And to take them through to 2 IPLs with that kind of strike rate and average and the number of runs he scored, Rohit Sharma has been invaluable for the IPL. He is number 5.
Dwayne Bravo is everything a captain wants him to be. He can score quickly at the end, hold an innings together, is sensational bowling the death overs, and is the most flexible, lissom fielder world cricket has today.
Now number 4 ordinarily should not raise eyebrows, but given that Kohli was 10, this might raise some eyebrows, but he's just been sensational for the IPL. He's IPL's first genuine 360-degree player. He takes on fast bowlers like Dale Steyn and has fun with them, hitting them to places that a ball has no business going to, plucks off catches that most people wouldn't reach. AB de Villiers, for the kind of match-winning innings he has played, is number 4 on our MVP list in the IPL. Now let's move on to number 3. Played 3 seasons with the KKR and came with a big reputation, didn't do a lot for KKR. Then wasn't picked in IPL 4. Then the stunning turnaround, takes a call in a bar, flies out to play for RCB, scores 608 runs. The next 2 seasons he scored 700 runs in each of the seasons and just symbolized what RCB stood for. Chris Gale, for the fear he evoked in the opposition, just winning matches like that. He's reeling off Man of the Match awards. He is number 3 on our list. That leaves us with 2. Person number 2, to me, is Mr. IPL. Was a big part of Chennai Super Kings being the dominant team in the IPL. then went on to lead Gujarat Lions and had a very good season. But Suresh Raina just does not fail in the IPL. Year after year, he scores the number of runs that are needed. And just when you think, yeah, Suresh Raina is part of the furniture, he'll produce an amazing innings out of nowhere. Chipped in the ball a little bit, but Suresh Raina has really been Mr. IPL. You want to put up a picture of who defines IPL, you'd probably end up with Suresh Raina. So Suresh Raina is number 2. Now it's time. When we were kids, we used to have that bigul before the number 1, right? Who is the most valuable player in the history of the IPL? The IPL is a batting tournament, right? All the guys who hit the big balls out of the ground, the big bullies of the IPL. Someone took 143 wickets, bowls all the difficult overs, has an economy rate under 7. Every time the Mumbai Indians have had a problem, whoever the captain, they looked at him and there he was, floppy hair, sometimes black, sometimes blonde almost, just popping in, running in. When he's fit, he's bowling really quick. When he isn't, he's bowling the slower balls. He's redefined the slower ball Yorker. Lasith Malinga is IPL's most valuable player. And it's just been one of the most fantastic T20 players in the history of the game, let alone the IPL.